Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the Smartron T Phone P. So Smartron is an Indian brand which launched a couple of interesting smartphones last year. One was the SRT phone in partnership with Sachin Tendulkar, and it was quite good device. Now they have come with a budget offering, the Smartron T Phone P, and this device comes with quite good specification and price 7,999. So in this video we will have a detailed look into the device and see how good the device is for the pricing. So before starting the detailed review, let's first have a look at the specifications. So this comes with a 5.2-inch HD display. It's powered by the Snapdragon 435 octa-core chipset coupled with 3GB RAM and 32GB storage, and it has Android Nougat out of the box, and it has a massive 5000 mAh battery. The cameras are 13 and 5 megapixel cameras, and this is priced 7,999. So let's get started with a detailed review. So let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, the Smartron T Phone P is a quite decent looking device out there. You can see that it comes with a metal construction. It has a metal back panel. The top and bottom panels are plastic, but it definitely feels quite good. It does not offer anything new in terms of the design, but it is definitely a good looking device out there with a good build quality. You also get 2.5D glass, curved edges, and overall it feels quite good in hands. There is also capacitive touch buttons which are backlit, which is very rare in budget segment. So that's something really good from Smartron. Now on the design aspect, you can see the power and volume keys are on the right side. The bottom houses the micro USB charging slot. The top panel has the 3.5mm audio jack, and the left side houses the SIM tray. So that's the design aspect. And on the rear panel, you can see the 13 megapixel camera, Smartron branding, and the fingerprint sensor. You can also see the T Phone P branding at the bottom of the rear panel. So that's the design aspect. So overall it feels quite good for a budget offering and offers metal unibody construction. Now next up, let's talk about the display. So it comes with a 5.2-inch HD display. It's a 720p display. It has 2.5D glass, and the overall quality of the display is quite good for a budget offering. You can see the color reproduction is pretty good. It's a punchy display, and the touch response is also pretty smooth, and you can also see that the curved display gives it a good feel altogether. So we don't have too much to complain in this budget offering in terms of the display department. Now next step, let's talk about the software. So this phone comes with Android Nougat out of the box. If you go to the about phone, you can see Android 7.1.1 is the version, and it is powered by the Snapdragon 435 octa-core chipset. Now looking at the UI, you can see that there is a bit of customization offered. It's more or less like stock Android, but you can see the icons have been given some additional options. You can see there is some basic options included in this UI. And if you look at the apps offered, you can see Smartron is offering some options like T-Cloud, T-Care, T-Store, then a file manager, radio, and also recorder is included. Other than that, you also get the Microsoft apps pre-installed. So that's the UI. It feels quite good overall, not a bad UI for a budget offering. It's not stock Android, but it is not even a completely customized UI as well. So that's the software part. Now let's talk about the performance. So this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 435 octa-core chipset. It's coupled with a 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. Now the performance in day-to-day task was pretty good overall. There is hardly anything to complain in terms of the performance. It did a quite good job altogether. The multitasking is also pretty well implemented and does a pretty good job altogether. Now if you look at the benchmark score, it's quite a decent performer. The Snapdragon 435 is an entry-level chipset, and for that pricing it is being offered at, it does a quite good job as well. Now the gaming performance of this device was not very impressive. It's kind of an average performer. It's best when you play with medium graphic settings. Although it is playable at high graphic settings, it definitely shows some lagginess in high graphic settings. So it's best played in medium graphic settings. So that's a gaming experience. Now the phone comes with dual SIM cards and 4G LTE and VoLTE support, and you also get a decent performing speaker. The speakers are located at the bottom panel. It does a quite decent job altogether. Now the call quality of this device was quite good. Now let's talk about the fingerprint sensor. So the fingerprint sensor is mounted on the rear panel, and it is not a very fast fingerprint scanner. It does have some kind of slight lag when after you touch the fingerprint scanner, but it is quite accurate, and it's kind of slow in nature. So it's definitely not the fastest out there. Now next step, let's talk about the cameras. So it has a 13 megapixel rear camera and a front facing 5 megapixel camera. So the camera interface is quite good, and you also get the manual mode where you can do a bit of customizations. Here you can see auto exposure, white balance, ISO can be edited, and you can also take videos at a full HD resolution. Now let's have a look at the camera samples taken with this device. So here are some of the samples which we have taken, and the camera quality is quite average. We would say it's definitely not the best out there in this price segment. The colors tend to be a bit washed out and does not give that great sharpness levels for an 8K smartphone. We would have expected smartphone to improve the camera a bit, especially when the SRT phone also had this shortcoming of camera. The T-Phone P isn't much better either in this price segment. The camera is definitely a slight disappointment. The camera performance overall feels quite an average shooter. So the 5 megapixel selfie camera also is kind of average performer in this price segment. So overall the camera is kind of a disappointing aspect on the Smartphone T-Phone P. Now finally, the battery performance. So the phone comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and that's a quite good capacity battery for a budget offering. So if you're looking for great battery life, without doubt the Smartphone T-Phone P is one of the best available in this price segment with 5000 mAh battery, which can last almost 1.5 days plus of battery life. And battery is definitely one of the best aspects of this device and the strong point of the Smartphone T-Phone P. So if you're a person who travels a lot, this is definitely one of the good budget offerings available right now. So now summing up, how good is the Smartphone T-Phone P at this price segment of 8K? So Smartphone T-Phone P is definitely a good offering in this price segment with good build quality, decent display. The software is quite decent. The performance is again decent. Excellent battery life. The only area where probably the Smartphone T-Phone P disappoints is the camera performance. Other than that, it's a quite good package and a good attempt by an Indian brand in the form of the T-Phone P. So if you're looking to buy this device, this is available online, and we'll share the link in the description of this video. So that's it for this video. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.